Did you know that there's such a thing as God gravity? Just as there's an Earth gravity that keeps us tethered to this planet, there's also an inner energetic pull, a gravitational pull that's calling us into our spiritual home. It's calling us back to our spiritual nature. I like to call it God gravity. So if you think of it in this way, we've ventured out as courageous soul warriors into separation. We left that sort of oneness, that place of blissful unity, but the impulse of the soul, that's the masculine aspect of the soul that wants to experience, that wants to develop consciousness, that wants to know itself as an individual aspect of that ocean. And so we've left the ocean, we separate out, we have an experience like coming into body, brain, personality. Hello, I'm James Hands, and your whatever your name is, and whatever body you're in, and whatever role you're playing, or who you are in your incarnation. But as we know, this is a temporary thing, our experience in separation. Fortunately, sometimes we remind ourselves that this doesn't last forever, and we eventually go home. And obviously we know that as death, which is really just birth, change of state, birth back into soul state. There is no death. But there's a gravity that's pulling us towards perfect love, towards perfection, towards the divine, towards spirit. And if you think of it, it's like our evolutionary calling. It's like an impulse that's there at the very heart of our being, because it's there as that kind of seed of potential that lies at the heart of the soul, at the heart of hearts, in our heart of hearts. And that potential is to evolve in conscious awareness all the way through to the Trinitized Godhead. So to become conscious co-creators with the divine, to become consciously co-creators in perfect love. That's the grand ultimate destiny of our journey. And it's a big journey, it's a long journey, because we're starting right down in mere mortal form, in the sort of outermost far-flung aspects of this expanding cosmos. So it's a vast journey. And fortunately there is this gravity, there's this pull, there's like a tether or a connection or an umbilical cord, if you like, that's gently, patiently, always drawing us forward. It draws us into all our adventures and desire for change and for new, and to do different things and create things and make things happen, whatever that mission might be. We might be drawn to raising a family. It might be about creating a beautiful home. It might be about some work or career creation or purpose or mission we have in life. All these things are aspects of that innermost desire, which is pulling us, well, initially into this experience in separation, but the heart of it is to become conscious, aware beings. If we just stayed in that ocean of oneness, we would never grow. We are kind of half asleep in that. But here we are in our journey of evolution, of growth, and that beautiful God gravity. It never forces, it doesn't force. Spirit never forces itself, but it's always there. It's an ever-present, patient, gentle pull. We can feel it as a pull into creativity, a pull into spiritual growth. And eventually, as we get through the more human challenges and elements of just life and maybe trauma recovery or whatever you're working through, if it's not there already, and I suspect it probably is if you're watching this video, there'll be that spiritual life. There'll be that calling into the spiritual curiosity and exploration in whatever way you're expressing your spirituality, in whatever way you're practicing your spirituality. And so listen for that call, feel for that gravitational pull of the divine, and what's happening is it's leading us back to the ocean. It knows the way, and it can never fail. we can fail it in the sense that we can forget about it, shut it out, not listen to it. And of course, we can block it out as if it's not there, but it's always there. It doesn't matter how heavy the storm clouds are, the sun is shining there. Just hop in a plane and you break out above the cloud and there it is. It's a beautiful sunny space. And that's what Spirit is drawing us towards. That's what that inner gravitational pull is drawing us towards. It's drawing us inward to our deepest, truest nature, which is so much more than body, brain, personality, through the soul to our spiritual essence. The I am, the Atman, the Buddha nature, the Christ consciousness. It's pulling us inward and it's pulling us outward at the same time, because you go to the deepest reality of what you are at your core, and it's the same stuff, it's the same essence, it's the same material, if you like, as what is absolute reality. And essentially it's love, it's light, it's peace, it's stillness, it's joy, it's abundance, it's health, it's vitality as expressed in form. It's perfect love. So listen for that pull. Feel that gravitational pull. Just notice it. Inward, outward. You might feel it as a devotional pull, to be devotional, to worship, to thank you. What do they say? There's two types of prayer. There's prayers for help and there's prayers of thank you. And so that's responding to that gravitational pull. Feel it within in terms of your own inner work, your own journey through the shadow work into the greater reality of who you are. Break through on the other side into the reality of who and what you are beyond time and space. So God's gravity will never fail us, just like the Earth's gravity is fortunately very consistent for us. We're not suddenly floating up off the planet. And God's gravity is just as consistent and reliable and trustworthy. Ever more so, of course, it's the ultimate, it's the absolute. And it will guide us with sure and steady accuracy where we need to go, our unique journey up the mountain back to the peak, or our unique journey down the mountain as water through the streams and rivers back to the ocean. It's absolutely certain, and it might be a massive long journey, but God knows where we're going. Spirit knows exactly what we need in the moment, and we just need to listen to it. So yeah, God bless, enjoy the journey, keep going, and let God's gravity guide your feet.